big day in Asia as its finest football teams wait for the curtain to be raised on the epic tussle that is the Asia Champions League elite. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Easy to get carried away amongst all of this euphoria, Jim, is it not?
Yes, it feels good, Peter, very good, and I'd say all this excitement is a testament to the prestige of the competition. It's also very unpredictable with so many factors to take into account. I'm eager for more.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. We've gone forwards. To shoot. Do have a chance to counter here. That's really well manoeuvred. That has been cut short. And it's played forward.
Might see some trouble.
Lovely bit of skill. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he shoots! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And the counter is on. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, there's a probing ball. Out to the left it goes. Just a little long. To look and plays it forward. Clearly not happy with that. Mighty looking ball back. Thinks about the shot. And it's played forward. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception. Well, I'm not quite. That could spell trouble. Aim forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Shiotani, and the keeper's got it again. have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Moved on forwards, calmly anticipates. And it's played forward. Lovely feet. That's really well manoeuvred. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. The message is clear, none shall pass. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Oh, good spread. That's very neat. He has found the way through. Can he finish? Aim forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? That has been clubbed away. Moved on forwards. He's had a shot!
Oh, that is rather wayward. We've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
We hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal is still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Some good work on the right flank here. Arslan. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Driven forward. Up towards the front line. Shirtani. Oh, this looks sharp. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's played forward. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Arslan forwards and with intent. Can he spark a counter here? Deflected behind for a corner kick. It's anyone's ball now. Gets good distance on it. Takes a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking we need right
now. Moved on forwards. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Shanghai Shenhua really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Tries to get it clear. Aim forwards, cuts out the pass. That's really well manoeuvred. He can run onto that. Oh, great chance! The referee's awarded a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Shiotani, nicely aimed pass.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Great chance! Oh, and that should have been two.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Oh, that's a... He's having a shot! And that would have been game, set and match. And the changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, but not quite able.
Delicately. Gets his head on it! Oh, should have put that away. Time and again they are repelled. And he's onside.
They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Nicely intercepted. I think we're just about done here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Moved on forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Played back to the goalkeeper. Sakai. Aim forwards. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's played forward, calmly anticipates. Keeper's got good distance on that. Shiotani, long ball upfield. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And he's picked out the run. And he's managed to get free. That's a fat shot at goal! Well, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's really drilled it. Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Spread out to the left. That is lovely. So who's he picking out? He's in here! Can he finish? He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Sakai. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And he's on a charge. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Can he stop it going out? Lovely feeding is such a good mover. Might be taken. Oh, shooting chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
A lovely, neat pass. Brilliantly cut out.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Moved Moved on forwards. Chance here to counter. Looks to the other side. Oh, can he get onto this? That's good play. Played into them. Up he goes! And that'll be the last act of the first half. The team still separated by 1 goal, but it should be very different. Your views on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands. So, no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
1-0 at the break. We're already back up and running after half-time.
Hiroshima really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's put paid to a promising move. It's a little off target. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Sakai, aim forwards. Sakai carries the ball down the right. Built just a single goal between the sides. Driven forward. An hour into the second half. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Early ball.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
There's some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. And it's played forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Shiotani, nicely aimed pass.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Up towards the front line, cuts out the pass. That's really well manoeuvred.
Really don't seem to be so eager about their pressing just now.
Well, certainly compared to what we saw from them earlier in the game.
Well, I suspect it's a case of searching for more defensive balance now, Peter.
The ball is loose and Muto! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They've played it short. Wins the duel this time.
Vissel Kobe really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Clearly not happy with that. Clipped into space.
Hiroshima surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's been won straight back. Lobbed in behind. Can he latch onto this? It's a mighty effort! Oh, that should have been two.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
He's in plenty of space here. There's the shot! He has done it! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! That is simply top draw, beautifully served up and deliciously finished.
I'll tell you, Peter, more went into that than you'd think. He had to anticipate the cross, get in the right position, and then time the volley.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, it's a win that came as a result of an ideal start, Peter. A high-octane start at that. And they set the tone and never really let go. As good as it can get.
Just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us and to wish you a very good day. Well, the opening day was hardly a disaster, but it's fair to say they didn't quite manage to light the blue touch paper in the manner they would have wanted. A chance here then to really kick on and make a dent in the group. Let us see whether they can grab it.
Everyone, please across the field.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It has not been the ideal start, but plenty of time still to make up ground.
Well, they've reached a crossroads, Peter, having drawn the opening game. Do they attempt to commit to 3 points here, or prepare themselves to simply avoid defeat and look to making a bigger play for 3 points next time round? Whatever it's to be, I don't think they can afford to take a loss now, so that defensive base really has to be mistake-free.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
It's really well cleared. Calmly anticipates. Moved on forwards. Aim forwards. exciting looking ball, that. He is through here. And it's played forward. Nicely intercepted. He has found a way through. Goes for a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
So we're still where we started right now. Some good work on the right flank here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. That's good play. So who's he picking out? And the finish! That's really well manoeuvred. Ball is over the line. Succumbs to the pressure. He's onto it in a flash. That's a throw. Now this could be a chance. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Half an hour in now. Oh, he's found support out wide. Showing good feet. There are a few waiting for it. And played for a throw. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Chance here to counter. He's in plenty of space here. Plenty waiting in the middle. He's in it, shapes to shoot! There it is!
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well timed, excellent interception. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now then, the ball's come loose. Driven forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Clearly not happy with that. Arslan shifted upfield. Over to the left. That's an excellent interception. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Arslan, aim forwards. He's had a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running back. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Moved on forwards. Is onto it in a flash.
Yeah, I think the word from the touchline, Peter, is that defence needs to focus on runners and balls over the top.
Yeah, it's a clear change in approach, isn't it?
Yeah, and if they drop off, there has to be a strong level of industry from other departments in front.
And it's played forward. Last-ditch defending, but big chance! And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Keeper's got good distance on that. Aim forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend well ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
That's going to go a long way. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Brilliantly cut out. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
There's a probing ball.
That's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's really well manoeuvred. The pass has gone astray. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. That's a simple one for the keeper. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Buriram United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. And he cuts out the supply. back to the goalkeeper. Aim forwards. And now the breakaway. And the shot!
Hiroshima can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Buriram United have to get it into the box and quickly. He's through here. And the shot! And with that, the final whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Your final thoughts, Jim?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
Welcome one and all, we have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Really well manoeuvred. That is a brilliant interception. And that has been clubbed away. Moved on forwards. And that is as far as they're going to go. Great defending, strong and determined. Lofted upfield. Well read, nice interception. And it's played forward. Ooh, a delicate chip through. And he's straight offside. Long ball by the goalkeeper. That is lovely. Hit into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. And they can counter here. And played right into his path. Now it's Jeonbuk. And he's onside. Aim forwards. Pinch one through. Ditch defending, but that'll do. Out to the left it goes. Ball swung in. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Spread out to the left. Jeonbuk. Oh, nice touch. And he's found the... And the shot! Goal! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
That's an imaginative pass. Can he latch on to this? Defending of the desperate variety.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Jeonbuk looks to get on the end of this. And now the breakaway. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Goes down, but nothing given. Decent progress down the left. Oh, that's neat. Time to deliver. Going. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Jeonbuk shoots! And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal is still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. Turns and goes back. Could be danger here, and he shoots. Two up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
On forwards. Well, that's well seen too. Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, the referee's given it. It's the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment.
This is not that's a foul. Sliding forward. Over to the left. Pass has gone astray. That's overhit. And it's played forward. Oh, easy pickings there. Now who's going to be first to this? That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Succumbs to the pressure. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. To the right. Oh, sweet feet. Jeonbuk. So what can they make of this? That looks a cracking ball. Jeonbuk being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, there's little doubt they'll try to frustrate him and negate his teamwork. Easy to say, but not easy in practice.
Brilliantly cut out. Clipped into space. Can he finish? It's in! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
It's become a case of men against boys. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. It's a quick ball upfield. That has been cut short. Long ball looking to counter. He's through here. Tries a shot! They've done it! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Vicious ball here. Good spread. And here's Jeonbuk. It's Jeonbuk! They scored! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And claimed it back swiftly. And here's the chance to counter. Have it back and can go again. Short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Gonna throw in. side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I certainly enjoy a really good show of collective effort, both in attack and defence, Peter.
Expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. Can he finish?
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Quite exquisite, brilliantly dispatched.
Oh, wonderful, just wonderful. What technical dreams are made of. It was unstoppable.
Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Moved on forwards. Sexy looking ball that. Physical challenge, and it's played forward, nicely intercepted. That's really well manoeuvred, on time, excellent interception. Aim forwards, dumped delicately, and into the grateful arms of the keeper. Probing ball. He's managed to get himself offside. Aim forwards. Disappointed with that. Moved on forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's played forward. Well, that's well seen too. Ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Quality ball. Reception. His positioning was spot on. Counter is on. Works really well to win the ball there.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Spread out to the left. Tries to cut back.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement. Otherwise, it's pretty much a waste.
Was it? The apologetic look says it all for you. He obviously could have got his team in real trouble there. defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And it's gone back to the keeper. Driven forward. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That's a lovely, neat pass. That has been cut short. Forward it goes. Calmly anticipates. It's a pretty looking ball that. Cuts out the pass. That's really well manoeuvred. It's been slipped through. And that has been clubbed away. Moved on forwards. And cuts out the supply. Played forward. Goes for a shot! It's deflected over the goal line for a corner. Oh, smashing header! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in. About this contest, winning running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Aim forwards, pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just for one goal, it's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period. And the shots! He's best to keep it in play here. So who's he picking out? Oh, he's in! Takes a shot! It's a loose ball. Lofted upfield. Well read, nice interception. Now who's going to be first to this? That's really well manoeuvred. That has been knocked clear. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, can he get onto this?
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
He's in plenty of space here.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances are gonna...
Goes for goal! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Great defending, strong and determined. That's been drilled forward.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
wants the duel this time. Moved on forwards. It's run loose here. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Caresses it through. Hit into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's had a shot! Yep, it's a corner. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Gets it away.
Hiroshima really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Nicely intercepted. So much time and space. Oh, great header! They've done it! Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Yeah, a diving header is always a pleasurable sight, and that was just about perfect.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Chance for a cross, maybe now or never. That is lovely. Oh, shooting chance! A real chance and a real let-off. We've got changes here from both sides, in fact. And it's played forward.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Do have a chance to counter here. Been played through. Great chance! The last act of a game which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. Good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd... Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain, the pitch touch underfoot, they very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon. The players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, and this will examine the fibre on both sides. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the set. Tries the shot! Tries to shoot! It's offside. Yes, it is.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff for the Aussie teacher. A good show of intent, I'd say. I think team spirit. I think it's something that often gets overlooked, but this team has it in abundance. There's an unselfishness about them. They work for each other, and then some.
That's really well manoeuvred. Cuts out the pass. And back to the keeper they go. Oh, there's a probing ball. Calmly anticipates. Towards the front line, nicely intercepted. Shutani. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He's onto it in a flash. His positioning was spot on. Aim forwards. Well, that's well seen too. Moved on forwards. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That's been drilled forward. And they can counter here. He's got away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's played forward. That's really well manoeuvred. He can run onto that, and he's managed to get free. Turns and goes back. Shot a goal! And he's done it! There was to be only one outcome.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Aim forwards, and he cuts out the supply. Moved on forwards. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0. Oh, great header! Gets it away. That time. Beautifully weighted. Up he goes! He's having a shot! He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, Red, nice interception. Driven forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Shiatani, nicely aimed pass. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Lovely, now then. Laid back in. Chance for a shot! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
The half-time whistle. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we are back on the way. Oh, this looks sharp. The message is clear. None shall pass. Played back to the goalkeeper. He is onto it in a flash. Well timed, excellent interception. There will be a throw-in. But it gets the job done. Shoots! And he should have made it 4.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Across. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Forward it goes. That has been cut short. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Not clear. He'll be disappointed with that. And it's played forward. Mighty looking ball, that. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Chance to play it in. Aim forwards. That's really well manoeuvred. So what can they make of this? That is a great pick out. Cleared without complication. What a throw in. to.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
This might spell to chance! And he hits the net! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
It's become a case of men against boys. And he's picked it up out wide. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And the counter is on.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Down on the touchline, it seems there's going to be a change.
It's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now. Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it.
Was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Shotani, long ball looking to counter. Does really well to win the ball there. Uncompromising. Looking for a decent ball in. Aim forwards. Now, what about a counter-attack? Played right into his path. Here's big chance! One-on-one chance, surely! And yes, it's there! How many? Just how many? Brings it to a close. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverized. Welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here, things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So just joining us, we are already underway. That is a great pick out. And the finish! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Defending of the desperate variety. Challenge there, uncompromising. He is onto it in a flash. And that's well seen too. to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
It's been slipped through. He's free, he has got space. He can get that clear, have it back, and can go again. He is just caressing the ball. Aimed in towards the centre. He'll try to keep this alive. It's really well cleared. Cuts out the supply. Arslan shifted upfield. There's the shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Greengrass chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Yeah, but I really like that link-up there. I think something I'm sure they can work on again and get it right.
Oh, he's found support out wide.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
It's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself. To the right, deflected behind for a corner kick. And it's hoisted clear. Good work on the right flank here. It's a good run he's making there. Oh, sweet beat. Crossed in early. He's managed to get himself offside. On ball by the goalkeeper. Could be danger here. It's run through. Played forward, cuts out the pass. It could be in here, and a chance! That was very necessary. Arslan tries a shot! Was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That has been knocked clear. That's really well manoeuvred. Nicely intercepted. Either side giving way, it has been tight. Oh, what a... Can he finish? And it's a goal! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
To the right. That's the keeper's ball. Aim forwards. Oh, he's in! He's had a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, look at him. Furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Well-timed, excellent interception. And he's surging through. There's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force...
Takes a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It's very good running. You're always going to have chances with that kind of move.
Upfield, ball has been cut short. Quality ball, mighty looking ball that, and the counter is on. He's in plenty of space here. That's tidy. Brilliantly cut out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Moved on forwards. Kashiwa Reysol, very impressive in their last outing and brilliantly orchestrated by the manager.
He's a manager who understands how important the bench can be and the timing of substitutions. If needed, he's quick to make changes, and I just think he has more than a plan B.
Played right into his path. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That is not the best ball. He offers an apologetic look.
The pass wasn't good enough. Touchline, Peter, is that defence needs to focus on runners and balls over the top.
Yeah, it's a clear change in approach, isn't it?
Yeah, and if they drop off, there has to be a strong level of industry from other departments in front.
Point that header! The keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Quick ball upfield. It's played forward. Looks across and plays it in.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
On it. And that's a good ball. Shapes to shoot! Can he stop it going out?
was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
It's really well manoeuvred. Oh, can he get onto this? Calmly anticipates. On ball, looking to counter.
Hiroshima surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Aim forwards. Oh, Red, nice interception. Moved on forwards. Rapidly approaching the end. Kashiwa Reysol look to be coming to the end of their winning streak here. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, this looks sharp. Lobbed in behind. That is a brilliant interception.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Aim forwards.
Kashiwa Reysol really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
He's being urged to shoot. He's having a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Chance! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that is that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And running.
Well, Peter, it's going to be interesting to see what role Kubo's been given here. While he can play across the front line, we know, I'd like to see him get free rein on that right-hand side and just thrive in the space.
Yeah, I can see that. He is quite a phenomenon, isn't he? Born in Japan, schooled in Catalonia.
Yeah, and he's got that great pace that allows him to go past full-backs, and there's a real directness to his game too.
By anyone. Showing good feet. Well cut out, no Martin Buriram there at all. Chance for a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Barella. Barella has been caught there, it's foul. Out it comes again. Moved on forwards. Nice looking ball. And here's Kubo. Turns and goes, and he shoots! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Japan gain their reward with an early goal. Oh, can he get onto this? Ito. Japan have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
It's been a super start. They've made their intentions clear and they've backed them up.
Aim forwards. It's an imaginative pass. Can he latch on to this? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, and it's played in here. Oh, that's neat. Toma. He's free, he has got space. He's in a great circle! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Time, excellent interception. Mitoma. Japan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Kubo. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, good spread. Back into the middle. Right. He's found some space. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Kubo. Toma. That's nice. Come loose here. Fagioli gently done. Endo. And it's Kubo. Oh, well measured. Oh, so intense! Oh, taken with style. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Japan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. Command has been established.
He can run onto that. Decent chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Incredible spell. They are flying. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training. And it came off beautifully.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mitoma. Endo. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Caprile, long ball by the goalkeeper. Proves too strong. Italy do love to play with a bit of width, Jim.
Yeah, I just noticed the way when they ping it out wide, the prompt for those.
Great chance! Great football, shot and save.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
This possibly the last play of the half. And that has been cleared. That'll be the final action of the first half. That was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Japan, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. And we are already promptly back on the way. Out to the left it goes. Wins the duel this time. Fagioli. Ricci. And it's played forward. Now that's well seen too. Ito. Endo.
Don't seem to be so eager about their pressing just now.
Well, certainly compared to what we saw from them earlier in the game.
Well, I suspect it's a case of searching for a more defensive balance now, Peter.
Here comes the cross. Oh, that is asking for trouble. In again. Up he goes! No, he didn't quite beat it right.
Incredible. We have all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
He's in plenty of space here. Nyonto. He is through here. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Defending was strong and firm. Kubo. Ito. Forwards and with intent. Toma. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's faced. He's had a shot! It's really well cleared. Barella spread out to the left. Itakura. Endo. That's really well manoeuvred. Cuts out the pass. Barella. In the end, they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go. Receives it in a good position here. And it's lofted through here. Now it's Kubo. Kubo. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. That's very neat. Deftly away. Ito. Toma. Kubo. Now it's got space here. Oh, there's a probing ball. Keane. Now he's off and running. Ito shifted upfield. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Gently done. Fagioli. Aim forwards. 5 minutes left on the clock. It's Fagioli. Endo gets it clear. Oh, perfectly measured that. Nicely intercepted. Buongiorno has a look and plays it forward. Great defending, strong and determined. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Japan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Your reflections then, Jim?
Undoubtedly gave us the perfect example of how you start a game of football. They came out with purpose, intensity, energy. They were determined to grab the initiative.